Whew. Second video for the night. Setting the record over here. I just felt like I needed to make this video. I've actually wanted to do this for a very, very, very long time. And I just really never got around to it. So, no time at present. It's like 12:30 at night. But if I don't do it now, I'll probably never do it. Because I want to do it like 6 months ago. And I just never got around to it. So, this video is about how to be a better basketball player. Actually, it's not. It's actually how to make people think that you're a good basketball player. Because a lot of times, like take me for instance, these are actually a lot of things that I do and that I use to make people think that I'm good. Because I'm not. No. Let me just start off right now by saying I'm not a bad basketball player. I'm not bad. I'm not bad at basketball. I'm good at basketball. Alright. But I think sometimes people overhype me and they think I'm a little better than I really am. And like I would say, like one-on-one, I can beat most people. I'm good one-on-one. But then when it's like 4 other people running, 9 other people running around, it gets a little confusing. I'm just like, well, I'm not like because I use these tricks to make people think that I'm actually composed, I'm cool, and they're like, oh, they must so good at basketball. They must have saying, look at this kid, he's so good. I'm just like, I got you guys fooled. But I see a lot of people out there that really don't know how to play basketball, and they look terrible. And then people take advantage of them because they're like, oh, he definitely doesn't know how to play. So this video is aimed to help you fix that and make people be like, oh, I don't want to guard that kid. He's probably really good, and stuff like that. All right. So the first tip that we have to being good at basketball is learn to dribble. You have to be able to dribble. If you can't dribble, no one's going to think you're good at basketball. You have to be able to dribble. Because there's those kids out there that they just stand there and like shoot. They shoot like 2 hands and like that, and they like make shots, but nobody thinks they're good at basketball. They can make 6 shots in a row in a game, and you shoot, and still no one will cover you because everyone thinks you suck. Because we'll cover that later. But alright, so you gotta learn to dribble. If you can dribble, if you like before the game you roll, if you can do like fancy stuff, go between your legs, behind your back, whatever, like dribble with your legs, whatever, do something cool. Or if you, like in the game, you have handle, you can like dribble, people think you're good if you can dribble. Even if you never shoot the ball, if you can dribble, people think you're good. That's what I do. I can dribble pretty good, right? So, I'm not, and people are like, oh, Lemo's like a good point guard and stuff, and I'm not a good point guard because I'm a terrible, terrible, awful passer. Like my passes are so off target, it's ridiculous. But nobody really notices that because most of the time I like dribble to the top and I make like a short pass and then I move around and stuff. So, and then I throw like long pass and they go out of bounds. I'm like, oh my bad, but I'm usually like once or twice a game, so that doesn't matter. So you gotta learn to dribble. You can dribble, people are like, oh, you're awesome. Alright. Second rule, learn to shoot. And I don't mean to learn to make a jump shot, because I'm an awful shooter, and people still think I'm good. What I mean is make your shot look good. Don't be out there shooting like this, and shooting like this, and shooting like this, and shooting like that. You gotta look good when you shoot. You gotta be like have like a little shot, or like have like I don't even know how people shoot. I can't make that many shots, but you have to have a nice shot. Or else people are just gonna think you suck. If you have a nice shot, people are gonna be, I do it myself. Like I see someone when I see someone shoot, when I go to see if people are good, the first thing I look at is if they can dribble, how they make layups, and how they shoot. The first 3 things. That's the 3rd thing. You gotta learn how to make a layup. And if you can make a layup, jumping off your right leg, shooting with your right arm, that's good. But no one's gonna think you're good doing that. You gotta learn how to do a finger roll. You gotta do up and unders. Just learn how to make a layup. I mean, you gotta just move it around a little bit. Be on balance. If you're gonna make a layup with your left hand, jump off your right leg. If you're gonna make a layup with your right hand, jump off your left leg. If you're gonna jump off both legs to make a layup, do a finger roll. Don't do it like that. I mean, you can if that's what you want to do. But this is just if you want people to think you're good, then trust me, because I learned these things. I remember 9th grade. Oh my goodness. 9th grade. Because I could do like things that I'm saying right now, which is how I got on the team. Because like in trials, I would like dribble and I would make layups. It wasn't until like halfway through the season that I actually learned how to do a finger roll, and that really helped me out because then people started thinking I was better. I would just like do a finger rolls and stuff, and people were like, oh, you're automatically good if you can do a finger roll. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we have learn to dribble. 1. Get a better shooting form. Learn to make a layup. Make a good layup. Make a good looking layup. So basically, you have to do things to look good. You gotta dribble good. People think you look good. You know, you gotta make your shooting look good. You gotta make your layups look good, and you gotta make your layups. You don't really have to shoot that well, but because you can dribble, you don't really need to shoot. You can dribble your layups. You don't need to shoot. All right. The 4th thing is find something that you're good at, and then do it. And the tough thing about this is a lot of people think they're shooters, and they're not, so they try to capitalize on that. But you just gotta capitalize on something. Like me, personally, right now, I mostly use speed, and it's not like I'm the fastest on the court, but I'm fast. And my problem is that that's my game. I like to think about myself like a mini Monta Ellis. Shoot, Mr. Fast Break. But, cause like the speed, like, I'm not like quick, necessarily, but I'm like, I have good straightaway speed, and I can dribble while I'm going straightaway, cause like I said, I learned to dribble, and I can dribble like when I'm going pretty fast, so most of the time, I catch the ball on like a rebound or something passing me, I'm going, I run the fast break. That's how I score my points. I just go fast break, and I just beat someone to the basket and make a layup. It's really simple. And people think you're really good because you're scoring all these points, but all you're doing is catching, running, layup. That's all you're doing. But I mean, some people aren't that fast, and they can't dribble while they're going that fast, and you probably need to do a little work. But they can't dribble while they're going that fast. They can't go that fast to beat people down court, so they can't beat your game. Maybe you need to work on your jump shot. Because I know people, and I've played with people at the gym, and you look at them, and if you look at their entire game, you realize they're not that great of a basketball player, but they can make jump shots. They're really good shooters, and you trust them to shoot the ball. And they can't dribble, they're like awkward, but they can shoot the ball. All right, see, they found something they were good at, and they worked on it, and now they get picked up on teams, and people think they're good, and they're like, oh, you're so raw, and stuff like that, right? Like when I was in 7th grade, and I was trying to make the basketball team, I was actually really bad. I could dribble, but I mean that didn't really help me much, and I shot like this. That didn't help me much at all, but I could rebound. Alright? When I was little, I used to be able to rebound. I mean, I can rebound, but I'm too lazy to rebound now. But I used to rebound, right? And I remember there was like, I mean, I guess back then the biggest kid, he was like 6'1" or something. I guess he was like 6'1", the biggest kid trying out. I remember I got cut like the first day. 7th grade. I got cut the first day. I was like, I'm not making the basketball team. But then I got to talk to the coach, and she was like, oh, well, there's 2 days of tryouts, and you can come back if you want. I guess because I was almost not going to show up. But then because the cut was on her list, and I was like, oh, I didn't make team. And she was like, oh, well, you can come back. And I guess she didn't want to say it to my face. So I came back, and I remember, I think we were looking at 3-on-3 or something. Like, because it was like the middle basket, the 2 side baskets. So the 7th graders were in the 8th graders had done the other end. And so they're like shooting shots. I couldn't do anything. I was terrible at basketball back then. Alright, I mean I could dribble, like I'd done like a little and one move, so I had pretty good handles, but I was terrible at basketball. You know, no coordination. I had no idea about how to play the game properly, but I could rebound. And it was just like shooting shots. I'd be like rebounding every shot and passing to someone, every rebound. I'd get like every rebound. I'm not even kidding. I got like every rebound. And I saw her watching, and she was like, and that's how I made my 7th grade basketball team. And I wasn't even good. And the people on my team are actually pretty good. And I know for a fact I wasn't good back then, because I remember we had this one play, it was like black, and I don't even remember this, but we would like cut in, and then we would pop out, and I remember I was like always open when I popped out, and they never passed me the ball. I think I hardly touched the ball on offense when I was in 7th grade. It was bad. But anyway, those are some tips to help people think that you're good. Alright, we'll recap a little bit. 1, learn to dribble. 2, make your shot look good. You know, just like go to like those basic basketball sites and be like, oh, put your arm in like a C and put your off hand on the side and then elevate to the top. And I promise, like the such a nice looking shot. If you have a nice looking shot, people think that he's so nice. You know, if you can't shoot, every time you go out there, if you make no shots, every time you go out there, if you have a nice shot, I guarantee like always having an off day, always having an off day, always having, just because you look like a shooter. You look like a shooter shooting like that. Alright? Third thing, find something you, wait, was that it? No, learn to make layups. Make your layups, make them look nice. Learn to do finger rolls, or at least do layups on balance. Alright? And number 4, find something you're good at and use it to your advantage. And just use it. Because I remember I started taking jump shots now. But back in the day, I never shot jump shots. I remember when I played for W, and I think it was before I was on. I think it was on JV. I remember my varsity year. My first varsity year when I was a junior. I can count the number to do that shot like on my finger. This was my junior year. I shot 1-3 against Lecanto. I think it was Lecanto. It was Nicky, of course, had this team. Lecanto, I guess. I shot 1-3 against Lecanto. I shot 3 against Lake Weir. I made both of them, actually. So that was actually pretty good. And I didn't miss any 3. That was like 2 for 2 for the season. But I was 2 for 2 for the season. Senior year, I didn't shoot a single 3. I shot no 3s. So that's what I'm saying. I just dribble, and I would like drive to the basket. I'll do my fast break. I mean, senior year, I averaged like 8 points. I'm pretty sure like half of those came off of fast breaks. I mean, that's all I did. And people thought I was good. So, hopefully you take these tips and these tricks and you use them and you get picked up on like a basketball team somewhere. At least people have people raving about your skills. You know. I mean, how you go about doing all this, that's your own problem. I'm not a coach. I can't teach you that. I mean, I could somewhat, but I'd probably just be like reading off some website and telling you, so I wouldn't be giving you my knowledge. So, I mean, just Google it or something, man. I don't know. That's your problem. I'm just here to tell you what you need to do what you need to do or something. I don't know. Anyway, hope this helps, and good luck.